Hi, good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome everyone to our webinar. So my name is Patient. I'm the product and marketing from SecureOne. So today, very happy we have invited our principal, Mr. Vincent, to present us, talk more about Progress Camp and Progress Flowmon. So our webinar today is regarding Camp and Flowmon, how we upsell LoadMaster, how we upsell Flowmon, and know more about the latest update of Flowmon and LoadMaster. Okay, so before we start, I would like to share some of our SecureOne social media. So we actually have a Instagram account. So in our account, we actually have posted a product info, product updates, or promotions, or sometimes we also have giveaway. So feel free to scan the QR code here and follow our Instagram account. And if you don't have Instagram account, we actually also work on our LinkedIn and Facebook account. So like mentioned, we also keep posting our product info of our solutions and or EDM that you can use to share to your customer to talk more about solutions that you needed. Okay. And also Facebook as well. So, and also last but not least, we will have quiz and also early bird winner will be announced later after the presentation. So we will have a quiz section after the presentation. There will be a top 3 quiz winner and the winner will can get vouchers and so special gift from us. And then the early bird winners will be announced at the end of the webinar. So please stay with us until the end of the webinar. Okay, and also if you have any questions throughout the webinar, the presentation, feel free to leave your questions at the chat box. So we will attend to your questions after that. So without further delay, I'll pass my mic to Mr. Vincent. Thank you.
Thank you, Pei. Yes. And is my voice okay over here?
Yes,
Yeah.
all good.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Pei. Yeah. No need to address me, Mister. I'm still in my young days. Yeah. Okay. So today's I'm going to share about this is the agenda for today. Yep. So this is the agenda for today. So today I will be talking about Flowmon. First one is that how to position Flowmon, because in Flowmon we have 3 components. One is network performance monitoring. One is the APM, application performance monitoring. Another one is the ADS, that is the NDR solution. So today, so of course I'll be touching about that, how to position Flowmon and what is the highlights of Flowmon on the coming up version for 12.3. Then, of course, LoadMaster has been released a new hardware. So I just pick and choose 3 of the hardwares and then just to share out to the teams over here that how is our new hardware looks and just the comparison. Then lastly, there's a crown jewel for today will be the LoadMaster 360, LM360. So this one, I will do an introduction about what is LoadMaster LM360. And then, of course, I'm going to navigate to the demo over here. So just feel free to ask any questions, type any questions into the chat box. So I believe Pei and the teams, we are here to answer all the questions over here. So without further ado, let me move on to my slides. So hi everyone. So I'm Vincent. So I'm based in Malaysia. So yeah. So I'm a regional sales manager, sales engineer for the LoadMasters and also Flowmon. So mainly I taking care of the countries is Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Korea, even Australia and New Zealand as well over here. So now let us start. Usually before every day, right, as an IT administrators, so usually we will face out a lot of issues because we get a lot of tickets every day. So the tickets, sometimes mostly is come about like the user complaint if let's say that there's application slowness. For the administration teams, right, there will be a bit difficult for them to find out that actually what is really the root cause of the problem. Is it application? Is it network? Or is it database? Or is it other problems? Yeah. So what is the problems? So it's getting more and more hard, to find out, especially you're managing a very, very huge infrastructures. Yeah, like you've got thousands of servers. Yeah, you've got multiple DCs across region. Mhm. Now, so this is also another. So when we talk about slowness response, right? One of the issue is that uh, we have three major concerns. The challenges of the applications. Example, I take an application performance for a start now. Is that we need to optimize the user experiences, ensuring the SLA. Why? Because applications currently is very important because it's considered as if let's say it's a business application, we cannot afford to have any downtime because if you down 1 minute, it means that you cannot process a transaction for 1 minute. So it will be losing a lot of, I would say that a lot of money, income. Second thing is that if let's say that the application delays, if let's say that the application getting more and more delays, right? So and then you find it very slow to do troubleshooting, it's going to be an issue as well. Why? Because the more you drag, the longer you drag, the more frustrated the users are, and also our customers as well. So this is why it's very important for us to ensure that customers and employees are happy. So this is why applications performance monitoring currently is very important nowadays. So now let us dive more about the application performance monitoring. Is that how does Flowmon can help in over here? So Flowmon itself, what we can do is that we can help to monitor the user experiences. Example, today when a user log in, right? So we can able to keep track that how fast is the application respond to the user requests. This is something. So so we can even don't dive deep down until that example, how fast all the page content has been loaded. Example, if let's say today you log in a page, it take you 1 second to load the page. Uh, for most users, they are considered slow because they want everything to be completed less than 1 second. Yeah, maybe 0.5 seconds. So so in here itself, right, we have the mechanism to detect and even tell you that actually what is the reason. If let's say before user complains as well, we can tell you that actually what are the reasons why the web page is slow. Is it because there's a huge file, huge JPEG file has been uploaded, so this might taking a very long time for load the pages. All this can be displayed in here. So of course, in our performance monitoring view, in application performance monitoring overview, so in here itself, right, we give you a very very instantly that how good is the response, and then what are the response times, and how is it achieved, always a 99% of the response times over here. So these all are very easy and easy to use, easy to understand indicators for you before you drew in. Okay, and then we can see that down here, the intranet, okay, why is taking a bit long time? The response time is a bit high. Yeah, so we can even help you to narrow down is that why is the happens for this response time. So this is just a 24 hours generate, but we can when we put it to 1 hour, maybe we can even tell you that actually in which hour the response time is higher, which hours the response time is lower. So this is how easy it is. This is how useful it is for the applications to tell you that, to give you a very simple overview. And then as IT administrator, you don't need you can by the using indicator itself, right? You can understand that is the applications today good or no good. Now, agentless and transparent monitoring. So this is also another cool point is that we don't use agent. So this is something that most of our customers are very happy with it because we don't use agent. We're purely relying on the traffics to do the analysis. How we do it, of course, we got a set of algorithms over here. So we have the probes that is one to help us to do the analysis, and of course, if we with the help of packet brokers as well. But yeah, it depending. Sometimes we might use prep broker, sometimes we just only use the probe. So it will be able to get us all the informations. And it's transparent, so there's no downtime to the application as well. So why I would say that no downtime is because we just need to mirror the traffics to the application, then to the Flowmon probe, and then yeah, then this is where we can get all the informations. It's very easy and simple. Then of course, we're able to monitor the modern HTTP and also HTTPS applications, and also SQL database as well. So we can able to monitor the encrypted traffic as well, like HTTPS and also the SQL-based data. And then we also works on the layer 7 using the TCP reassembly. Okay, this one is a bit technical. It seems that in the sample is that we can help you to assemble the whole package, the whole packet. So normally the packet is been scribbled around, so we can help you to reassemble the packets, and then we can tell you that actually from the whole layer 7, I can tell you that okay, what is the response times. Okay, so as an overall, what I'm saying just now is that the APM index is this very huge percentage. So we can tell you that the application's performances in a single number, and then the server response time and the transport time. This is something that you can see from here as well. And also we can able to, when you click inside, we're able to tell you that what is the trending, percentile, user, error code, and etc. etc. So there's a lot of information that we can do, and we can share it out throughout Flowmon via the APM profile. So is it very hard to configure APM? Nah, it's very easy actually. So just go to the APM's profile, select the probe, specify the servers, define the applications, boom, you can tell you everything over here. You can have everything in a single pane of glasses. Yeah, when you see red color, when you see yellow color, okay, the application seems not good. If you see red color, okay, the application is very, very bad. Yeah, green color means, okay, everything is good. It's that easy for you to see. Now, the next one we're going to talk about the Flowmon ADS. So the Flowmon ADS is that this is the NDR solutions. So the Flowmon ADS itself is built by 5 elements over here. The first one is machine learning. We got a machine learning built inside the Flowmon to study about the algorithms. They had algorithms to determine that is it a threat, or is it an attack? Is it part of the attack, or is it the start of an attack? We also have behavior patterns. So behavior patterns is very simple. Every day we are looking at a network, but sometimes we doesn't know that is somebody is doing very funny things inside. With the behavior analysis, we're able to understand that, okay, every day, Vincent is passing through door number 1, but today, suddenly, Vincent passed to door number 2. So this will be triggered the behavior analysis, because why behavior analysis will be, behavior patterns will be recorded down, and if something working very differently, it will be trigger alerts. So this is very important. Adaptive baselining, what is this? Is that we keep on, because you see, the network traffic sometimes can be very dynamic. So this is why we had the adaptive baselining here, is to help to understand it, the network. So if unless there is a sudden spike, so it will be, of course, it's considered not normal. So this is something that it will also trigger. This is also it will be triggered, and Flowmon can start looking into it. And then we also have heuristic analysis as well. If let's say that there's any heuristic behavior, example, somebody is doing the port scanning silently, it will be picking up by the heuristic. Reputational databases. Okay, of course, we also have our definitions and stuff. So we're able to tell you that actually this IP considered is a good IP or not bad IP. So this is all from these 5 elements here. We put it in, and with the 200 plus individual algorithms and 40 plus detection methods. So this is where we come to our trap and anomaly alerts. So this is how Flowmon NDR was built. Now, we're talking about this, right? Flowmon NDR. What Flowmon NDR is also can be installed on-prem. So we can also monitor traffic from cloud as well. So this is how flexible it is for Flowmon NDR to be used. I mean that, sorry, in here we call it Flowmon ATS to be used. So as a summary over here is that any attacks, so Flowmon for security operations is very useful. Why? Is because if let's say that if any port scanning, dictionary attacks, DDoS, and etc., any attacks, we can able to identify out and tell you. And you can even ask Flowmon to initiate a command, okay, to tell the firewall to block this traffic. You can done until this level. So we can also highlight out what is the anomaly traffic. Example is if somebody is doing a multicast in the network, somebody is doing the DNS attack, or there's something funny about the TLS and the DLS. The TLS events and stuff. So this is all the informations that we can collect from Flowmon. And then we also, you also can use it. Flowmon is also very good, useful for the internal securities as well. Example, malware, ransomware, botnets, crypto mining. Okay. We found a lot of crypto minings throughout our POCs. It's not to scare people, but it's just that it's not because of user. It is sometimes, most of the time, is that they accidentally, users sometimes accidentally touch a certain website. The website setup, they load some scripts that put it in, that is tie up to the browsers, and they are utilizing from the browsers. They are utilizing the CPUs, the resources power for the laptop. So sometimes the laptop, after sometimes, right, why the laptop is getting slower and slower. Besides of the mechanical parts, sometimes it's because certain crypto mining softwares has been attached to the browsers and start sucking up the resources, CPU resources of the PCs. Yeah. And then another thing is that insider threats. This is something that we also discover a lot during our POCs. We also found that sometimes, there's some there's some malware, there's some malicious software. They are doing a lot of, they are intruding they're starting doing the east-west traffic. They're starting jump from one hop to another hop. Yeah, so we do quite a lot of discovery, especially on the insider threats. And it is not easy to find nowadays because it won't move from one day to one day. Sometimes it takes about 2 days, 3 days, is randomly to move from one server to one server. And then it keep on looking for the next victim. And then one is to establish a chain. So that's where they will start hitting, run the command and start attacking the network over here. Now, we can also, one of the good things about Flowmon is that we're able to reduce the operational problems. What you mean by operational problem is that we're able to speed up any delays, okay? Especially from delays on what? Delays on the application. We can also speed up the delays on troubleshooting as well. So, and then we can also easily find out that, why are some of the response, HTTP response, some users application response are not that fast. So this is where we can give you the hard evidence from here by just few clicks. Yeah, so we can see that actually you can see the summary of how is it, and then why is this application slow response? Yeah, by a few clicks of fingers. And then along the way, right, we're also able to call out the unwanted applications as well, because sometimes, most of the times, right, we also have a lot of like the P2P networks. Previously was very famous, although now it's getting lesser and lesser for the P2P networks, but it is still happening. And then the instantaneous messaging, yeah, this is something that can really take up a lot of bandwidth. And sometimes some of the malware are coming from this instant messaging. Why? Because sometimes they attach a photo. But the photo itself, maybe they encrypt, they have already, they already have or PDF file. But actually the PDF file inside, right, actually there's a binary code attached to it. Yeah, so this is how so when the binary code downloaded to the web to the laptop itself, so the binary code was when the user start looking at the picture, you execute the binary code. Okay, so this is where the attacks will start. But this is where also Flowmon can pick it up. and it is very useful. I would say that it's very fast. You can detect it, and also any anonymous services and outdated security policies. But instant messaging and P2P network, this is something that we also get a lot during our POCs, and we find out. And it's very, this is why I would say that. And lastly is the anomalous behavior. The device suddenly, a printer suddenly is doing multicast. Okay, this is something very abnormal. So this is also along our POCs, we also find that yes, okay, why this printer is doing multicast? Actually, the printer itself, the driver itself, they have some malwares attached to it already. So they just reinstall the latest, they just reinstall the drivers and everything back to normal. So this is why Flowmon itself is very suitable for security operations. Along the use cases that I shared as above, yeah, so this is something that we throughout the POCs that we have discovered. And this is why we say that in the positioning of Flowmon, especially for the NDR portions, yeah, we are very easy to install and very easy to use. And by just deploying Flowmon into the environment, within, I think that less than 30 minutes, yeah, you can start have the readings. You can start seeing that the readings are coming out from Flowmon. Yeah, and we are very easy to use. This is one thing. Second thing is that we can even trigger, the firewalls to do the blockings. Yeah, so this is how Flowmon it is. So as a summary itself, yeah, we give you a single source of view, single source of visibilities across the environment, because from here itself, right, the dashboard can be customized, whether it's a net operations or security operations. But in the single dashboard itself, we tell you what? We tell you that is your network good or bad? What is the throughput? Okay, how is the attacking? How is your applications? Is it green color means good, red color means bad. Yellow color means, okay, it's not that good. So this is where we can give you, just by you looking at this view itself, right, you can see that every information easily. So you don't need to drill in one by one. And then, yeah, this is why I said you can see the performance integrations easily and the availabilities, okay, and also they can able to monitor the ability and also the capacity planning as well. And it can also reveal any bottlenecks and also automate detections and also application errors as well from here. So all this is just single pane of dashboard. So lastly is that I just want to mention one thing is that for the Flowmon benefits itself, right? These are the 5 benefits. It is all these analytics are done automatically. Okay, just put Flowmon in. Flowmon will tell you you will start telling you the story. Is your network healthy or not healthy? And then we could also build in the expert knowledge, so we can give you some suggestions and recommendation as well. Then one of the good things is that we can reduce the downtime. If let's say something happens, we can even though narrow down to tell you that actually what are the errors, what are the issues, which segment is having the issues. Of course, with Flowmon itself, because we got 3 solutions into one. One is network performance monitoring, another one applications, and also the NDR. We got 3 solutions under one. We got 3 modules under one solutions. So this is where we can have, we buy one solutions, you can have 3 usage. So this is how I would say that the reducing of tools it is. And lastly is that by just 2 or 3 clicks, you can get all the hard evidence at your fingertips. So this is how it is for Flowmon. Okay, now feel free to ask any questions into the chat. I'm very happy to answer on that. Yeah. So the next one, I want to talk about the Flowmon release. So the Flowmon release, currently we are releasing the 12.3, and for the ADS version, we sort of been upgraded. So let us going down here. So of course, we have upgraded our navigation menu. So you can use unified and simplified to access all the major features. Yeah, by just moving the cursor from the left. So last time it's not that easy because we need to click one by one. And now we make it much more easier for you to navigate. So you don't need to search here and there. Yeah. So last time we just need to select, and then you got 4 items over here. But now no, everything is just on the left. So you just selected. Yeah, that's it. So I would that this is very, very good. And then the historic trending also, we make it much more better because previously we can only compare, very hard to do the visual comparison. So we have to select 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, everything, right? But now we get it much more easier because we can do the comparison for 2 to 3 weeks. So we can very easily to see that actually what's the differences over here. And all this to understand how's your trending of your traffics. This is very helpful, especially for the network operations. So you can see that actually how's your bandwidth is. For the ADS portion, so yeah, Flowmon ADS also provide the automatic summary. This is the very, very important. And then threat index. So these are the two major things that we are coming out. So the threat index itself, right, is something that you can tell you that, okay, how bad it is, okay, to tell you that, okay, how critical it is for these attacks. Okay, now in here itself, we also so actually all these events, right, are being detected by the IDS probe. They call it suricata. Yeah, so they visualize the same way after each events as a behavior-based detection engine. So every events, right, every event details, right, they will try to include the related flows as well. Sorry, not try to. They will include the related flows as well. Because why? Because they're listening to traffic all the time. So they're able to take out all the flows and then correlate together and then create a chapters for the report. And then all the functionalities you can get it by the few clicks of by clicks of your fingers. So this is why I said earlier. So all these are automated. Okay. Then, of course, Flowmon ADS also will tell you that additional network intelligence. Okay, this is a very new thing that it can tell you that it will map the IP addresses to the corresponding SaaS application. So this is something that very, very sophisticated, I would say that, because previously it does map, David, but this one, they're getting more sophisticated in a way that they will try to tell you the whole story. So you can able to see, we can much more simplified for you when you're generating a report at the same time for you to see that actually what is this located to. You can have the whole storyline in your fingertips by just 1 or 2 clicks. That's all it needs. Okay. Yep. So you can see here when they click on this, the DigitalOcean hospital settings, right? So they're able to tell that actually this IP is come from a no attackers. Excuse me, having a very bad cough. So we can also use the detection, the use of the specific applications. So we can able to block local blacklist about some applications, especially to discover the shadow ITs, dangerous VPN, actually like Proton VPNs, hide me, and then we can also use to bypass some security measures, on banned applications. So like the onion routers, so these kind of things. So this is where we can use the Flowmon to do the detection of the use of specific applications. So this is, I would say that this is very helpful. Yeah, so here we can see that, okay, yeah, these are the instant messaging, Microsoft Network, yeah, all these we can have it on here. Now, we also have other improvements as well, like the Flowmon 12.3, we have the rotations of the signing keys for the software delivery, software module deliveries and licensing. And then the documentations platform has been upgraded as well, so that you can much more easier for you to view it. And then we also have adding the improvement for the dictionary attacks, detection method for dictionary attacks, because there's a new way of dictionary attacks. And then the military attacks mapping also, we also upgraded to version 13. So so it means that we are putting much more, put more and more these detecting methods of the attacks, ways of attacks, and also the algorithms into the Flowmon, just to make it much more, I would say that much more stronger. And then we can also increase the severity of the system check warning, just to inform that there's any deactivating methods that's happening over here. Yeah. So So now all these informations can be sent via syslog messages. So this is something is very good. And user is now be informed and not process flow due to license limit. Okay, this one will be license for the licensing method. We can also tell you that actually, okay, have you reached the licensing limit or not? Yeah. So we send messages to you over here. So these are the major improvement for the Flowmon. Now, so now we come to our second sessions, which is the hardware performances and comparison. So in the hardware over here, right, the EOS version was 40G, XHC 40G is the EOS, but so we're replacing with XHC 75NG. So all the new versions will be called it new NG. So what you see over here, there's a major increase of the layer 4 connectivities. The connections was double, and then the traffics as well. The requests, L4 and L7 requests can be also increases as well throughout here. The same go to the 25G. It's already EOS, so now we are replacing with HHC55NG. So the throughput, the application throughput might be the same. However, you can see that the concurrent layer 4 connections was increasing also as well. So this is also something about the 100G, HSC 100G is also EOS as well, but HSC 100NG, yeah, this is also where we also have the double the concurrent layer 4 and layer 7 connections. And then we also have the increase of the HTTP requests, L4 requests and connections as well. Yeah, so this is just a glance through about the model comparison. Now, we will be coming through our final sessions, which is the LM 360 sales. Well, we don't call it sales enablement. We should call it LM 360 introduction. So what is LoadMaster 360? In short form, I call it LM 360. So LM 360 actually is the hosted unified applications delivery platform designed to provide end user with a single pane of glasses. So it means that in the short terms, in summary, is that you can monitor all your applications performances and all your LoadMasters into a single platform. It's called LM360. So this one is hosted on cloud. So yep. So this is subscription based. Now, what components do it have? It have the usability and experiences, so you can able to optimize the workflow, visualize, the data modeling with the modern UI. So we can even managing the certificate lifecycle management and automation, so that if let's say that the certificate is going to expire, you can able to see it from the LoadMasters. Sorry, to LM360. And then the application analysis and telemetry. So this is where we can tell that is the application is healthy or not healthy. And then how was it? How about the performances, the health, and then the security as well? So this one I'll be doing the demo later part to let you have a look. And lastly, so we can also tell you that actually what's the how's the configurations, how's the LoadMaster's performances as well. And then we also can tell you that what is the incidents management as well, has the issue has been resolved or not. And lastly, the policy management and also enhancement as well. So we can able to configure the compliances, standardization, everything. Yeah, all this in a single pane of glass. So this will be how it will look like, but you can find much more interesting aspect inside here when I navigate inside to show you. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so the first one I talk about the usability experiences. So this is where we can build the fundamentals around how our customer. So in here itself, right, you can see that actually in a single pane of glasses, you can see that, okay, the red colors mean something not good, green colors mean the things are good. Yeah, and you can see the availabilities over here. Yeah, all these widgets, right, you can expire. You can even see have your certificate expired or not in here. Yeah, so this is why we can say that the usability experiences, and we are trying to build something that easy, let user to easier, much more to look into it, and much more easier to understanding by just view it through. So we can also provide you the insight of the LoadMaster example. Is the LoadMaster healthy? Is the load any issues has been resolved? So what is the CPU usage, memory usage? All this by a single pane of glasses. So you can see everything by just one click of the fingers. You can even view you can also open issues from the incident centers, and then you can also see your license and supporting. You can also see the availability as well. So this is the availability over here, and also the connections.
You can also, yes, sorry, I just lost my voice. There's running on
Master here.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, my videos have some little bit problems. There's something wrong with my microphone. So they also can see the application experiences inside in here as well. So you can see that, okay, is the applications having any issues or not on the virtual IP? So red colors means not good. Okay, yellow colors means that there's the loss of redundancy. Supposing it's a HA, but what seems that the HA is not working. And then the green color means that everything is good. So all these are like the current historical state, application telemetry, security insight, everything is like HTTP and round trip time and RTT and also SRT metrics. All this you can see inside here. Yeah. So we can even to see that the application security as well. Example, do you have how many active single sign-on sessions? You know how the certificates looks like, and then we can also see that what are top 10 URLs. Okay, so this is where you can see the top 10 URLs and top 10 clients IPs that you can get from here. And then what are the field applications and the active applications, etc., etc. So anything about the application securities, you can see it from the LoadMaster 360. So this is a whole new experiences. Overview dashboard, you know, the LoadMaster's healthiness or not. And then this is the incident centers. Okay, this will I showcase to you. Then of course, this is how the overview about the application. This is a top 10. You know how is the active who is the authentication sessions. Yeah, so this is as a final is that the benefit of LM360 is that it brings resilience to the application services, because why? You can have everything in a single layer of glasses. So it's much more faster for you to reduce the outage and also a better user experiences. Second thing is that you can easily managing your LoadMasters. So it gives you much more better agility and easy to scale as well. And it support automated process operations. Lastly is that it also have a protection of the WAF, and then it also have the authentication clients and also SSL, KIS security management and offload. So these are the advanced applications protections that is having by the LoadMaster 360 with LoadMaster. Okay, yeah, important is with LoadMaster over here. Now let me navigate to you to the LoadMaster 360. Just a moment. Okay, can everyone see my screen over here?
Yes, all good. We can see your screen, Vincent.
So this is how the LoadMaster 360 looks like. Excuse me. Then this is where you can, when you log in here, you can add the widget as well. Yeah, but sadly they are because in the demo mode, so I cannot add. So you can able to see that application health status in here, the LoadMaster health as well. And then you can see all your LoadMasters in here at an overview. But importantly, all these applications, right? You can see that actually what are the virtual services for this for the applications, you know, like where it's hosted in. And then there's incidents, and then the status, and then how many certificates are there, how many are going to expire, how many is less than 30 days, how many less than 90 days. So all these by single pane of glasses you can see. If let's say you want to see that, okay, you want to see that how many certificates, what are certificates that have been less than 90 days, just click inside here. It can show out to you which are the two that's going to be expiry. So these are the two. Okay, who's the issuer and which LoadMaster it is, and what are the applications. Yep, this is how you do it. Now, let's just go back to the dashboard. Now, for the applications overview, it's very easy as well. We just click into this application, Sentosa. You can see that, okay, 1 out of 1 virtual services is available. Okay, the real service availability. Then you can see that actually the availability of the virtual services, okay, for this Exchange 2016. And then you can see the total application connections in here. Okay, so you can also see the LoadMaster HA. Is it working or not working? You can tell that actually there's loss of redundancy. So this LoadMaster 2 is down, this one is up. And then you can tell that the subscriptions are going to expire 5 days ago, or this one expire in 30 days. What's the model? What's the IP? What's the firmware? Okay, what are the CPU, memory usage? So this is where you can have to do the justification that do you need to do, so you can also have a very basic information that tell you that actually do you need to increase the sizes of your LoadMasters. And then lastly is the SSL transaction per second. Okay, is there anything red? Yeah, so everything's here. You can see it easily. Okay, now, so this is just only the dashboard part. Okay, incidents. You can even see that what are the incidents. If you open the incidents, you can see that, okay, do you have any warning for the last day? Let's say for the last 30 days, do you have any warning? Yes, you have a warning to tell you that actually the LoadMaster New York web servers is not, LoadMaster is not reachable. Okay. So you can see that the issue unresolved. Okay. So it can tell you that the knowledge base article, and then it can tell you that what are the irrelevant config changes. Does it have any config changes or not? So this one is if we have all, this one is unresolved. So this is all. So you can also see that what has been resolved over here. Example, okay, for this LoadMaster has been resolved. Okay. So the end users, the issue was resolved, recovered on when. So when the issue has been started and when the issue has been resolved. So all this you can see on here. Okay, so this goes, so this is how the LoadMaster 360 has a facelift. So now allow me to hand it over back to Pei. Hello, Pei.
Yes, Vincent. So, okay, let's come back to our questions. Vincent, is Vincent online now?
Yeah, allow me to answer some questions into the chat room.
Yes.
Okay, so is there any HTTPS encryptions that Flowmon APM cannot decrypt? Yes, Mr. Reza, yeah. One of the things is that the DS ciphers that we have known. Yeah, however, there are some workarounds over here. If let's say that there's HTTPS encryptions that we cannot decrypt, one of the way is to sniff the data that is behind the load balancer. So because most of the applications usually they will have a load balancer, and then the load balancer will do the SSL offloading. So this is where you can sniff the traffic behind from there. So, and a second question is that can Flowmon instruct the firewall to unblock? I would say, sadly, it's not recommended, to be honest, because to block the firewall and to unblock a file to unblock the IPs from to the firewall, I would say that it's not recommended for security practices. And so far, Flowmon can only issue the blocking from to the firewall, cannot do the unblock. But in a security standpoint, we don't recommend Flowmon to unblock an IP. It's better to go through some security assessment before to unblock the IP, because why? Who knows, the IP might be hit again. Okay, so this is something that we need to take into considerations. So IP addresses can change with DHCP. Can ADS monitor via MAC addresses? Okay, for Flowmon itself, we can monitor via the MAC addresses. Okay, but for ADS, can it monitor via the addresses or not? So this is something that I need to get back to you, Mr. Rizal, to be honest. Yeah. So last question is that, does LM360 have any other options other than cloud? Nope, only in cloud. Okay, another one is that if the certificate is expired, can we still have the access to all the features? Is there some features until we renew the cert? Okay, are you, Asra, are you mentioned about the LM360s, or are you mentioned about the Flowmon or LM360s? If the certificate is expired, can we still have access to all the features in there? Okay, the certificates is okay for LM360 is that we are based upon the supporting maintenance contract. So if let's say the subscription is off, so then you cannot go in anymore. So however, for the application certificates, although the application certificates is yeah, you can do the blockings. You can ask you can do the blockings that you can take out. You can ask LM360. You can initiate the blockings from the LoadMaster itself.
Okay.
Yep.
I think we have answered all the questions. So if you have any more questions, feel free to email to us, or you may contact our sales representative. So you may email to us sales@secureone.com.my. Other than that, we will help with all the questions. So thank you, Vincent.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Okay.
Very sadly, I cannot answer your questions at the first time. Yeah, I'm
No
back. I'm
worries.
glad that I joined back.
Yes, we're glad that you are back. Okay, thank you, Vincent. Okay, so other than that, is there any more questions for Vincent? For our today topics, LoadMaster and also the Flowmon updates. So we are very happy and very thank you to Mr. Vincent for today, a very insightful presentation. So I believe and I guess everyone will have more insight on the latest updates of Flowmon, also the LoadMaster 360, the new products, and also the NG models of LoadMaster. So if you have any more questions, feel free to leave your questions, or you may email to us. So I think if there's no more questions, we will end our webinar today. Thank you everyone for joining. We hope to see you next time, and wishing everyone in advance Happy Chinese New Year and Happy Holiday to everyone. Thank you.